Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you are new here, if you like to just hear someone else's story, this is the platform for you. On this channel we do reaction videos. Mostly I upload reaction videos just to hear someone else's story, because I just feel like maybe hearing somebody else's story could help somebody else. So that's why I share these stories on my platform. Don't forget, down in the description will be that person's actual channel, whoever the creator is. So don't forget to check them out in the description. If you are new here and have not subscribed, join the family by subscribing. Hype me up to get me out into the algorithm so other people can check this channel out. And if you are returning, I really appreciate you guys. Like, comment, hype this video up, and share this video so it can get out to other people. I really appreciate you guys. And in this video, I'm gonna let this reaction play and everything, and then at the end I will give my opinion or thoughts about this video. So you guys, let's hear her story.
Hi, my name is Miracle Watson, and this is my mother, LaChris Watson. As crazy as it sounds, my mother has been in a coma since I've been 9 years old. I just recently turned 30. I have waited so long to share our story publicly, but I refuse to let another day go by without having some type of answers or getting closer to the truth. I just want to say, as I'm telling this story, if details change along the way, please do not fault me for that. Please do not think that I am lying to you guys. It's just that my family has never sat down and explained what fully happened to me or my sister. We literally have just been living our life, just not really knowing anything and just holding on to stories that we overheard that we weren't supposed to hear as children. All this took place around 2005, and even today, as I'm reaching out to family members and I'm asking them certain questions like, hey, what jail was my mom in? I'm not getting any type of response. I'm not getting any type of help. And later on in my story, you guys will see why my family is kind of giving me pushback when it comes to me asking any questions regarding my mom. In this video, I really will be just giving like the basic details. Further along throughout the story, I will be giving y'all more in-depth details because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to ask me questions in the comments, and I want to make sure that I can answer everyone's questions. My whole purpose of doing this is, one, finding out the truth, because as I get older, of course, when I was a child, yes, it bothered me not having my mom there, but as I get older, I have 4 children now. I have accomplished so much. It really eats at me more now that she's not here to witness me doing anything that I'm doing. Growing up, I do have a lot of memories of my mom coming in and out of jail, and that's because of what she did for a living. This is my sister, Amazing. This is me, and this is my mom, Chris. Like, I remember one day me and my mom were walking to the store, and when she came out of the store, she was just getting pinned up against the police car and got put in handcuffs, and one of my aunties came to come get me. And then I remember years later, I was at school, I got called to the office, and it was police officers inside of the office, and they took me out of school and they put me into the car. My mom was in the back seat, my little sister was in the back seat, my mom was crying, and yeah. Keep in mind, I was a child, so I do not remember like the lengths of time that she would be in jail, but I would say it probably was no more than probably like 6 months. She would be there 3 to 6 months, somewhere around there. But this last time that she had went to jail, she was actually not in jail, sorry. She went to prison. She was housed in Chuckawalla prison in California. My mom lived a very fast life, so she was very blunt and honest, and she wanted me and my sister to have as many experiences with her as we could as children, because she kind of had an idea in her head that she wasn't going to be around to raise us all of our life. Now, this is just from my memory. I remember days leading up to my mom's court date. She was very emotional, crying, distraught, just all over the place, because she knew what she was facing. Since she was going to prison, she was going to be there, I think approximately like 3 years was her sentence. And when she came home from court, she was just explaining to me and my sister, like, she was going to go away and she was going to be gone for a very long time. We were living in our home. My stepfather is a surgeon, and he pretty much took care of my mom and me and my sister. We had a very nice, lavish life, cars, trips, whatever you can name. Like, I was very spoiled and taken care of growing up. When my mom went to jail, we just stayed in our house that she had. And my aunt came to move in and to take care of me and my sister, but she also had 5 children of her own who were older than us. Again, I need y'all to be patient with me because I'm telling the story the best way I can off of literally overheard conversations that I was not supposed to be listening in on. All I know is that my mom's youngest sister, it was her baby shower, and I guess my family, they got a call saying that something had happened at the jail and they needed to come up there. So when my family got to the jail, my mother was in like the medical unit of the jail. Something very important to add into this is my mom, on paper, she is schizophrenic and 5150, I believe. This is what I'm, been told. And I do have memories of my mom spending time in like mental institutions when we were kids, and I do have memories of her having like episodes and stuff like that with me and my sister when we were growing up. She never harmed us in a way, but she didn't do things that were normal at all. Like, I can get into that stuff later on if y'all care to know more details about that. But yes, I was being raised by someone who was very much mental. So the initial story is that my mom tried to take her own life at the jail. But my dad and other members of my family reported or said that, weeks, months, days before, anything took place, my mom was calling or sending letters saying like, the COs in the prison were like messing with her. They were trying to make her take medication that she wasn't supposed to be on. She didn't feel safe, and just like, a whole bunch of other things. Anytime my mom would go to jail or prison, she would be like in the general population side. For some reason, they had moved her over to like the psych ward side of the prison. When my family went up to the jail, I guess my mom, she was handcuffed to the bed, and she had like all these like bruises and marks on her. So the first question that was asked was like, okay, how did she try to take her own life? But she has all of you're not going to try to do that to yourself and then fight yourself out of it. It just did not make sense. From what I'm being told is, or what I was overhearing, was there was a death certificate written out for my mom. I don't know how many days prior it was written, but it was not dated the same day that the incident happened. My mom she did not pass. So one of the nurses that was in the jail, she had told my family members, like, y'all need to investigate this. Like, this is not right. It's very like sketchy. Did my family do that? Of course they did not. My aunt that I was staying with, or me and my sister were staying with, which is one of my mom's older sisters, she had said something about somebody had reached out to her from the jail saying like, hey, like, I know what happened to LaChris, like, can you put some money on my books or whatever, or can you come visit me? I guess she was scared that if she would write out fully what took place, that the letter would just get thrown out because the jail was trying to cover something up. My aunt does not have this letter. She did nothing with it. She did not go. They just completely just like tossed it to the side, whatever. I'm going to insert a video or a picture of my mom in the next clip, and you can just see how like her body has literally been in the same position for years. Like, she has not moved out of that. She is like in a fetal position, and it does not make sense. Like, the story is just not adding up, and it doesn't make it any better that the jail or the prison that she was in, it just closed last year in 2025. Like, what did y'all close for? What else was y'all doing inside there for the whole jail just to get closed down? As I'm trying to look up any records of my mom, I'm literally getting nowhere. There's no records of her being inside of jail. Like, I can't find a picture. I can't do anything. I called the number. I gave them her first, last name, date of birth, and they gave me her CDC. Okay, I'm going to say this wrong. They gave me her inmate number. But even when I got that inmate number, I was told to call another number, and they told me it's in the archive unit, and I have to submit in writing that I am her power of attorney now, and to get any more information regarding any of her arrest. Since my mom has been in a coma for the past 21 years, my family has not paid not one hospital bill. She is getting 24 hours of care 7 days a week for the last 21 years. Who's footing the bill? I'm not footing the bill.
That's the same question I got. Like, who is flipping the bill? It gotta be the jailhouse because they feel responsible for the situation. Like, something is not adding up.
My family has no money to foot the bill. I strongly believe that a settlement was paid out for whatever actually took place at that jail or prison. And I think my family is trying to cover it up because they never gave me and my sister anything. And it's not about the money. It's more so about the truth. I've went my whole life not knowing anything about this. I'll get into details more about how I even suspected that money was even in the play.
I don't know. So far, I'm with her. Family might know more than they even telling them. And because they was kids, unfortunately, they don't know too much. So I would be angry too.
I wasn't planning on making another video today, but I didn't think that I was going to get triggered as fast as I did. It took me so long to tell this story because I don't play by my mom. I don't take nothing about her lightly. I get very offended so fast. Like, that is the quickest way for you. Like, people can call me a bad mom. They can say whatever. You can call me whatever. The moment that that lady name get mentioned in any negative way, I'm on it. But I prayed on this, and I feel like I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing at the time I need to be doing it. Anytime I post my mom on Mother's Day, that's usually what it is, or her birthday, here go all these random ass family members. Oh, we miss her so much. We love her so much. I remember this, that, and another. Just all of this stuff, y'all just all of a sudden have to say. 21 years my mom has been laying in that bed. She got 5 sisters, bro. 5. 1 brother. I can't tell you how many cousins, friends. I can't tell you how many people in my mom's lifetime when she was here that she didn't open her doors up to, didn't raise their kids, birthday parties, fucking school clothes, paying people's rent. When I say my mama really took care of everybody around her, you was blessed to be inside of Chris' presence. I swear to God you was. But it never fails. Every time I post anything about my mom, here y'all go. Y'all start sending messages and shit like this. What the fuck? Fair warning, I'm telling y'all right now. There's not an apology. There's nothing that you can do or say to fix anything between me and you as a family member, any adult, anybody who seen what was going on with me and my little sister as we were being brought up without my mom there. There's nothing that y'all can say to me, and this is why I keep my distance from everybody. My mama in California. Half of my family is in California, 30 minutes away from the hospital. Ain't never went to see her not one time. But y'all want to talk about how hard it is for y'all. Do you think I give a fuck about how hard it is for you? How hard is it for her? How hard is it for us? She need that love, she need that support, and don't nobody give it to her but her daughters. That's it. Even as a little girl growing up, y'all barely took me and my sister to see her. Barely took us to see her, bro. Like, maybe once, twice a year. Maybe. My mama had cars, she had houses, clothes, designers, like so much shit, jewelry, pictures. I don't have no, like, bro, y'all see me post the same pictures over and over and over again because that's all I got. Y'all didn't save a fucking t-shirt. Nothing. Y'all left us nothing. At 14 years old, I decided to leave. I left. I started doing my own thing. That's why I had kids young. I started my life real early because I rather have went through the abuse that I was going through with my first baby daddy than to go through the abuse anymore with my family. That's why I don't fuck with my daddy, bro. Like, all my childhood, I'm waiting for this man to come get me. I'm like, my daddy gonna come get me today. That nigga never showed up. Y'all passed me and Amazing around for a county check, bro. That's it. Y'all didn't do our hair. Y'all didn't do... Bro, I remember going to school with my baby cousin's 18-month size fucking skirt on because I had no clothes. Like, bro, I really went from having the best life. I was a child, and I got really just like thrown out there. Me and Amazing, the abuse, bro, sexual abuse, like getting beat on, getting talked to crazy, like just the wildest things that you can imagine. Things I would have never even imagined what would happen to me as a child. When my mama left, it was like no protection. Nobody showed up for me and Amazing. Nobody. So as I'm telling this story, I know a lot of my family members, as y'all come across this, y'all gonna be fucking grabbing onto y'all fucking seats because y'all gonna be scared about what I'm gonna say. All I can say is don't try to check me, bro. And just pray to God about it, bro. Like, that's all you can do. That's all you can do. You know you fucking wrong. Y'all know y'all wrong. Collectively, all of y'all. Like, I'm not sparing a soul either. Whatever comes out through this whole investigation, I don't care who get thrown under the bus and ran over. I do not care. I do not care. I'm not responsible to protect anybody but myself, my children, my mama, my sister, my nephew. That's it. That's it. It's not really going no beyond there at all. And I'm saying government names, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. I do not care. I'm not sparing a soul. I'm not sparing y'all. And I ain't got no reason to lie on my kids, bro. On all 4 of my kids, I ain't got no reason to lie on nobody. I remember everything I went through. That when you treat people bad, especially children, we hold on to that, bro. We remember that forever. A lot of y'all be smiling in my face, trying to, like, make shit seem cool. I didn't forget nothing. I didn't forget anything. I didn't forget the conversations y'all had about me and my sister. Y'all thought we wasn't gonna be shit. Y'all thought we wasn't gonna be anything. And that's why y'all say now, oh, I think I'm better than... I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I know what to do better. And it's not be like none of y'all. People I ain't heard from in years. Y'all in my DMs talking about some, how you doing, and... oh, can I go see your mom? Y'all can't go see shit. Y'all can't go see nobody. That list is closed off. If your name is not Miracle Watson or Amazing Baker, you're not going to end to go see that lady at all. Y'all can't do nothing. No. Time is up. It's over with. And I swear to God, I've been saying this for the longest time. When the Lord see it and it's time for my mama to go, there will be no funeral. I don't need nobody coming to give no condolences. Nothing. None of that. No. And I just want to make this clear to everybody. I'm not doing this for sympathy. I don't need nobody feeling sorry for me. Y'all gotta know it's a difference between having sympathy for somebody and having empathy. I'm asking for empathy. I want y'all to put yourself inside of my shoes and really grasp how the fuck I done felt for the last 21 years of my life. How my kids feel, bro. Like, how my sister feel. Like, bro, my sister, she was, 3-4 years old? My sister only know her mama from the state that she's in, bro. She really don't remember nothing. How I really, like I said, I don't remember how my mom voice sound. That's crazy. Like, I can sit here and I can think about memories of her, and the memories, there's no sound, bro. Like, the shit is starting to fade away, and part of that is because nobody in my family, y'all didn't do nothing to try to, like, keep that bond strong, bro. Like, nothing. A letter, bro, I can't. My mama stayed writing me so many letters, bro. Put your hand. She would draw her handprint on a letter, and I'll do the same thing back, telling me to put my handprint right there to feel the love. Like, I swear that's what the letter said. Where's them letters at? I was 9. Y'all couldn't hold on to a letter from me, a piece of paper. And as I've been calling around trying to figure out what jail she was in, what prison she was in, what date, this and another, y'all don't got no recollection on anything. How the fuck do you forget something like that happens? Y'all can remember the most craziest, unnecessary things in the world, but y'all can't remember when y'all sister, y'all daughter, your first love, your favorite cousin. Like, all of these titles that she held when she was here, for all the shit she did for y'all ungrateful ass motherfuckers. Y'all can't remember nothing. What's the address to the hospital? She been in the same hospital for 21 years, bro. And y'all don't know the address? That's wild. Stop talking to me. Please find y'all something safe to do, because playing with me right now, that ain't safe. I see a few people ask me, am I gonna make a GoFundMe? No. Because again, I'm not doing this for no money, bro. I done went my whole life struggling, getting my shit out the mud. I never had $1 from nobody. Nobody. I'm not trying to get no come up off of this. I want justice. I want the truth. I need a lawyer. Like, all I'm asking y'all to do, like I said, y'all ain't gotta feel sorry for me. Y'all do not gotta feel sorry for me. Share, comment. If you know somebody who was in jail around 2005, anybody who can possibly know her, I just want answers. Like, that's it. I don't want to go another day of my life sitting here wondering, thinking, bro, like, I don't know anything. I don't know nothing. But this is the last post of the night. I'll have some more videos coming day by day. Y'all just gotta just keep up with it. Like I said, just keep commenting and sharing, so this can get to where it needs to get to. And to anybody that's gonna feel any type of way, again, I don't care. If y'all want me to say good things about y'all should have had treated us better. That's all.
Now they're adults and stuff and older now. Why ain't the family explaining anything? Why are they not showing nothing, like receipts of what happened to her mother in jail? Why are they not giving her the information? I'm so lost. Maybe they did take a settlement from that jailhouse. Maybe that jailhouse was crooked. Like, something's not added up. Like, none of it. And of course they're gonna be hurt and feel some type of way. They can't remember certain things about their mother, not even her voice. That is heartbreaking. My dad was literally on life support, and when we had to make a decision, I was devastated. So imagine her experience with her mother in a coma, 21 years. This is crazy.
Okay, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been liking, commenting, sharing my videos, so I can try to get the right traction on here, so I can get in contact with the right people to help with my mom's case. I've been doing my best to read every single comment, every DM that I've been getting across all 3 of my platforms. It's a lot. It's a lot. I need to make this video because there's a lot of misinformation that's being put out there while other creators are sharing the story. And I also misspoke myself, so I need to make a correction about what I said. Like I stated before, I have very little information about the whole situation with my mom. My dad is the one who told me that my mom was in Chuckawalla, but that is a man's prison, not a woman's prison. I should have did my due diligence and checked, but I just took his word for it and ran with that. Was in Chowchilla. Something very important that I need to address right off the back is my mom is not on life support. Not at all. A lot of y'all are in the comments saying, how is somebody on life support for 21 years? It's not possible. That's why y'all don't understand it, because that's just not possible. My mom is not even on a ventilator. She breathes on her own. She does have a feeding tube, and she has a tube in her neck, and that is just to support her airway. I see a few other creators saying that my mom died. She didn't die. She didn't die. She's very much alive and has been and will probably be for many more years. People are asking who goes to see her throughout all this time. I thought I stated this. No one sees her but me and my sister, and we don't get to see her often because we have children and we're not able to take our children. And then sometimes visiting is kind of cut off because she's in a room with 2 other patients, and if they're sick or COVID is on the rise or anything like that, they're not allowing visits and stuff like that. And anytime, if I'm sick, I'm not about to compromise my mom because, she has a weak immune system. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, I don't care if my mama was over here, I will be there every day. No, that's not how it works. I have a life. My sister has a life. We have children. We have jobs. We have things that we do. We cannot be there every single day. If I could be there every single day, if my mom was in Nevada, I tried to get her here and was told that was not possible to make happen, it would be a completely different story. But unfortunately, she lives or is in California in the facility. I am here in Nevada. I have no plans of moving to California at all. I see a lot of people asking about power of attorney. I am her power of attorney. My grandmother was her power of attorney before she passed. My mother's father, my grandfather, is still alive. A point in time, he was the one who was getting the phone calls, making the decisions. But after some time, he decided to go ahead and pass that over to me. Once a month, in the beginning of the month, I get a phone call, and it's like a conference call. It's several doctors, and they all give me a report on my mom, how much weight she's gained, what medication she's on, how physical therapy is going, all of that. Anytime it comes to flu shots, COVID shots, anything like that, anything they want to do differently with her or anything that's new, they have to run it past me first to get my permission, which is so crazy to me because I have asked, I have sent emails, I have called, I have tried to get the records from the facility that she is in, and they are dragging their feet on it. Like, it should have just been right away. They could have just sent it over. They're not making it that easy for me. A lot of y'all keep asking about my stepfather. I should have never titled him that. I gave him the title stepfather because that is the father figure that I knew from literally a baby up until I was 11 years old. He took care of my mom. They dated. I guess you can call him what people would say now, a trick. I didn't want to use that term. I did not want to use it at all because he really did care for my mom and me and my sister beyond just that. I don't know how their relationship started, don't know where they met. I know that he was about 15 years older than my mom. He's a white surgeon. He lived out in Santa Monica. After my mom went into her coma, he tried to take care of me and my sister as much as he could, meaning we were living with my aunt, and he would send us money, like he would help like with her rent and stuff like that to make sure that me and my sister were good. My mom, like I said, she had a house, she had a car. My family completely ran her car down, lost the house, lost all her belongings. It got to the point where they were calling like, hey John, Miracle and Amazing, they need this, that, and other, and then they were refusing to let him see us. It wasn't adding up. We always needed stuff. He's like, they don't need that much stuff. And then when I do get a chance to see them, they look crazy as ever. Hair not done, shoes is talking, clothes is too small. So initially my family was kind of extorting him for money because, like I said, he was a surgeon, he had money, he was taking care of my mom. So my family were very familiar and used to him being around. Like, I remember like memories of my 4th birthday party. I had it out here in Vegas at Circus. Like, he's in the video with me cutting my cake and stuff like that. Like, that man literally funded my mom in our whole entire life and helped our family members and stuff. But I do recall he did not like my family at all. Like, he didn't want my mom to have anything to do with my family at all. After a while of him not speaking to me and my sister no more or checking on us, we had got taken to his house. We just showed up and they made us knock on the door. We knocked on the door. He literally opened the door, seen us, and he slammed the door and never opened the door. I've never heard from this man again. Nothing. Like, he just completely just like had to cut us off. And I honestly do not blame him for that. I do not blame him. For a long time, I was comfortable thinking that he was the one that was footing the bill for my mom to be in the facility for this long, but I really don't have the answers. I really don't know if that's true. They were never married. As I've been an adult, I have tried to find him, search for him. He's never reached out to me as an adult. I'm not even sure if this man is still alive. The letter from the inmate that knew my mom that my aunt got, me and my aunt do not speak at all. I don't speak to her. I don't speak to her children. Only one of her daughters I speak to, and no, we don't have a relationship at all. She raised me and my sister for majority of the time throughout our childhood. A lot of mistreatment, a lot of abuse, sexual abuse at the hands of her son, just all types of things. There's been numerous times where she didn't wish death upon my mom, didn't, talk so bad about her. Never went to see her, nothing like that. Like, that's a whole nother story within itself. But just to sum it up, we have no relationship with each other. None. Like, none at all. And like I said, the letter, all my mom's sisters except for one, like, secretly hated her or something. Like, so when this situation happened to her, they probably celebrated. Like, they didn't, like I'm saying, they can't even tell me not one detail, a date, a time, a place, nothing about the situation taking place. And the big fact that they've never went to go see her, that's major as well. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she just crumpled the paper up, like, literally. Like, she if I could offer her $1 million right now, she would not be able to tell me anything about where that letter is. I did not have any thoughts or ideas of making a GoFundMe. Didn't think about that at all. But y'all are suggesting that that's what I need to do, because I do need a lawyer. I really was hoping that I can find someone who would take the case pro bono. A lot of y'all are letting me know that y'all are willing to help with funds, and I appreciate that, literally from the bottom of my heart, because I didn't expect that at all. So I will be making one with hopes to find a lawyer that is willing to take the case. I did create an email, but this email is only for serious inquiries only, because I cannot keep up with all the comments in the DMs. If you are a lawyer and you want to reach out to me, you can contact me here. If you know my mom or know any key information about her situation or found some information about it, please send it here. This is not for just regular connections. I thank y'all so much. Sorry, I gotta get to my baby.
Y'all, that family low down. I kid you not. This is something I'm afraid of. I want to last so long that my kids be old enough to take care of themselves, because y'all, family can be crazy. I don't think my siblings would do something like this because we so close, but y'all, this is scary. And she is definitely coming for that next. If I was them, I would give everything I know.
Hey y'all, so I took y'all advice and I made the GoFundMe. For everyone asking why didn't I start off with the GoFundMe, I didn't have no intentions of needing one. I thought I was going to be able to uncover everything I needed on my own, but that's not the case. I thought I was going to need a lawyer later on down the line, but I need one as soon as possible. It's never been about the money. Did not even know nothing about money. As I'm talking to everybody and people are telling me that the prison that she was in has so many lawsuits going on and wrongful things that happen to other people in their family. I do strongly believe that some type of settlement paid out, something is out there or was given. As far as a lawyer, I really was hoping I could find somebody who would take the case pro bono. I want a lawyer that wants to actually genuinely help me and my sister. It shouldn't be about the money. I get it, that's their job, but I want them to really have to put their heart and soul into this. The few lawyers that I have contacted already, as soon as I say 21 years ago, they're not interested in helping me. When I was trying to do research on my own, no results. This is what I kept getting on every site. I'm so happy I thought of the idea to make an email strictly for my mom's case and everything that's going on, because somebody sent me this and it gave me all of her arrest records, and I was able to start putting together a timeline about what she was even in jail for, when she went to jail, and then when she was transferred to prison. Because when I was able to log on and dig into it myself, the minute notes showed everything. To quickly sum it up, my mom caught her first drug charge in 1997, so a year after I was born, and from there she was supposed to be on probation. She ended up getting 2 felony charges for perjury and forgery. That basically sent her back to jail. She was just in jail for months. She was in jail for some months, and while she was going to jail and going back and forth, there is a point in time where she was in jail. She had requested medical attention for sickle cell. My mom does have sickle cell, and she did suffer from that a lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, as a child, when I had said that I had a lot of memories of my mom going in and out the hospital and stuff like that, some of those hospital visits were most likely due to her being sick. As I'm going through the timeline, I know my mom, it says prison transfer paper or package. She was sent to prison in May of 2005, and she was supposed to get released July of 2005. So whatever took place happened somewhere in between there. From what I've been told by my family members, her youngest sister, my auntie Erica, it was her baby shower. My little cousin is 21 years old now, and yeah, it happened on his baby shower. That's when they got the call. I reached out to her and asked her, can you tell me the date, or at least think of the month, like, you know, get me as close to it as possible to tell me when your baby shower was 21 years ago, so I can narrow down and see exactly what the date was that the incident took place at the prison. I have not got a response yet. Now, for everybody asking about my stepfather, John, this is my cousin Shalita. She is my Aunt Lisa's daughter. She is her only child that I talk to. She was able to tell me this right here. So come to find out, John is what I was told to call the man growing up. I guess John is not even his real name, and that's possibly why I can't find him anywhere, because I'm looking for somebody named John, and this man's name could be Bill. I don't know. This is one of my older cousins on my dad's side of the family. I'm posting this for this context because some of y'all still think that I got some reason to sit up here and be lying to y'all all day about anything. So just for looks. I know a few of y'all caught in that last picture, she said the name or the word husband. A lot of y'all have insinuated or said, what if your mom was married and your stepfather John, he got this and another, or he made the calls and stuff like that? So I didn't feel no need to mention this, but someone else found it, so I gave y'all all her information because I'm not hiding nothing. Whatever y'all find, please bring it to me, because y'all bringing back memories. But this man right here, Muhammad, this is the only knowledge that I have of any marriage my mom has ever had, and she married this man so he can get a green card. When we lived out here in Nevada, I was a child. I was very, very young, probably no more than 5 years old. She married this man so he can get a green card. He used to pull up inside of his ice cream truck and give me and all my cousins free ice cream. This was not a real marriage, but if y'all find anything about married wise, it will be this man. They got a divorce, and that's why she is still going by the last name Watson, not whatever this last name is. So not a real husband. I told y'all, my mama was that girl. She was getting to her money by any means possible. A lot of y'all might not like how I speak. Y'all might not like some of the details or things that I'm sharing, but I am here to share the good and the bad, the ugly. I'm here for the truth. The truth is not always pretty. So if it makes my mom look bad, if it makes me look bad, whoever, I'm gonna put it out there. So that's the only way we're gonna get down to what the truth actually is. The last thing I want to address is this. A lot of y'all see this and heard this tubing, and y'all think life support. Y'all talking about pulling plugs and how wrong I am for not pulling a plug. Y'all think ventilator. Love, this is a trach. I'm not gonna waste my time explaining what a trach is and this and that and other. I'll leave that up to y'all, because even if I do explain, some of y'all are still so mental that y'all would still sit here and disregard everything that I have said numerous of times. Y'all would disregard the proof that is there, and y'all still just think y'all thinking so fucking small. So again, this is a trach. It's not a ventilator. She's not on life support. This is there to help her breathe. That's it. She breathes on her own. It helps her airway. I can't even talk. Her airway to keep it clear, because she does get upset and she does get choked up and things like that. Last thing I want to address about the condition y'all see my mom in. Someone asked me, is there any brain activity? Yes, my mom has brain activity, because when she breathes on her own and everything like that. When I would go see my mom, while I'm telling her certain situations, or I'm like giving her updates about my life, what's just going on in the world, because she's not here to experience or know any of these things. Or when I would be saying like, goodbye mom, like, you know, I'll come back as soon as I can, stuff like that, she would cry, like literal tears like running down her eyes, and she would get so choked up and mad they would have to come and suction her neck out, you know, to keep her from from choking. So yes, she can hear me. She can very much hear me. She can feel me. She just cannot respond, but she does have brain activity to be able to do that. She is not just blankly, she is blankly staring. But yes, in the video, some of y'all mentioned y'all seen her eyes moving, y'all seen her trying to move her mouth, and that is because she is not a vegetable. She is not brain dead. So that's just the last thing I want to say about that. And to my long lost family members that's sending me messages, stop. It's embarrassing. Do you see what you're saying right now? Just stop sending me messages. I've been ignoring a lot of them. Some of y'all respond to, and if y'all don't have any information to really share, it's not the time, bro. Like, I'm not, it's okay. It's all right. We don't have to talk about anything. Y'all can just like the post and just keep it pushing, for real, because it's not doing anything but pissing me off. I'm just being completely honest. Think about if you were me and you got a message like that after 21 years. If I'm asking y'all for questions and I'm asking y'all for answers and stuff like that, and then y'all turn around and say, oh, I don't remember, I don't know, you're not helping me. Once again, the GoFundMe is posted in every social media I have. The link is in the bio. I didn't post it inside of every single comment. Again, if you are not able to donate, that is okay. A share equally means the same thing to me. I appreciate any type of help that I can get. For the people who keep commenting things about my wig, I'm not a wig wearer. This is my second time having a wig in my life, okay? I got this done for my birthday. The lace is still good. I'm going to get my money's worth out of this. So, yes, I'm touching it and I'm scratching it because my head itch. So, but stop talking about my wig. Y'all focus on the wrong thing. Let's focus on this, not on this, okay? But once again, truly, I appreciate y'all. Everybody thus far that's like, commented, shared anything, then went out their way to take the information and search it up themselves. Y'all are really helping me get to where I need to get to, and the truth will be told, and justice for LaChris. Love y'all. Hey everybody, so tomorrow's Mother's Day, and if you know me personally, it's not a holiday that I look forward to at all. Even though I am a mother myself, at some point of the day tomorrow, I just know, like I usually do, I'm going to end up shutting down. With everything that's been going on, especially yesterday, I already just I feel so heavy. I feel so emotional and just stressed about everything. So just not looking forward to tomorrow. And this will be a pause. After this video, I'm going to take just a little pause. I'll probably resume back posting Tuesday. Yesterday was crazy. My granny's other daughter decided to get on the internet and just completely make a fool of herself.
Not to mention, her mom has been in the hospital for 21 years. Her sister and her or no family member has been covering the tab. Who been covering the tab? So now she thinking some money involved. And I just feel like this is crazy to me. I am stuck. I'm glued. I am interested. Have y'all seen this story? Let's talk about it in the comments. What do y'all think happened to the mom? And do y'all think these people really got a lawsuit when they tell her daughters nothing?
That completely just threw me off, because I literally just asked in text for one of my other family members to get information from her, and her response was that she didn't know anything. So how do you get on the internet after 21 years and say all of this when you literally just said you don't know nothing? When once again I have come asking questions regarding my mom. I honestly don't know what possessed her to say any of this. I get that she's trying to stop me from doing what I'm doing, but to me, that just speaks volume to what's really going on, and it just validates everything that I've been saying thus far. I'm not lying, and then if I was lying, I don't think she would have went about it the way that she did. Just the tone from her messages, just the wording, just everything about that, just it completely showed her character and how much hate she has for my mother, that she has so much hate for my mother's children. Like, it just, I don't get it. See, her first mistake was thinking that was gonna stop me from doing anything that I'm doing. It was gonna make me take the GoFundMe down. I don't know. Big mistake though, because she just really just made me want to just go 10 times harder with what I'm doing. I've said it plenty of times and I'll say it again. I have no reason to lie. No reason to lie. And I do my due diligence, and I try to put up as much information proof-wise that I can, texts, documents that I'm finding, text messages from family members who are trying to help me that can, confirm that what I'm saying is true or whatever. It's not a secret. Everyone knows my car got stolen on my birthday. I don't have a vehicle right now. Getting to and from California, it's going to be hard to do. I had to cut a lot of people off yesterday. Some were informed, some weren't, and that's fine. I don't need to explain myself. I'm not about to sit here and continue to allow y'all to play both sides of the field. And I'm not telling y'all to choose. Y'all don't have to choose me. I choose me. So I'm going to keep my distance, and I'm going to keep y'all away from me. I don't understand how I've made, I don't even know how many videos thus far, and y'all not sharing them. Y'all like them. And the people who do reshare them, all y'all are saying is, "Oh, Chris, we miss you." Y'all say that every time. Every time I post her, y'all just say how y'all miss her. That's it. To go on Facebook and see that one, y'all are liking Angela's post that she's making, but then also liking mine's. What? And then y'all are sharing things. Why can't y'all share my videos? Why can't y'all share the GoFundMe? I know y'all not gonna donate. Okay, I'm not faulting anybody for not having the funds to donate, but not even a share. I can't get that. My family is really large, but if I haven't got to you yet, once you start noticing you don't see me no more, it's because you're blocked. You're blocked. Okay, so like I said, if I didn't inform you, that this is the message here. You will be blocked. You know who you are. And it's so crazy that I was being nice enough not to even mention names, but all of that is out the window now. So let's get into the story time and get to how my mom even got a criminal record while she was going to jail and things like that. Let's start with who this actually really started with. This is my grandmother, Gloria. That's my mom. And this is Gloria's other daughter, Angela. It's no secret that my mom was my grandmother's favorite. She wasn't just her mom's favorite, she was also my grandfather's favorite. This is my mom and Angela. Just like in this picture, in real life, not close. This is my cousin Kenny, Angela's son, that she wished death on until the day that he died. Rest in peace. I say that to let y'all know, don't ever let this lady fool y'all to think that she's any way caring or nice. She's a demon. Many of you keep asking, how did my mom even get a record? How did she start going to jail? What was she doing? What was she involved in? This is me when I was probably a little over 1 year old, and this is around the time where everything began. It all starts with this man right here, my grandfather. And I love my grandfather, but as I'm telling the truth and nothing but the truth, I can't spare him. If I leave out the details and if I just try to completely leave him out the story, y'all never gonna understand it. My grandfather has been a street pharmacist all his life. In 1997, my mom caught her first drug charge. It was not her charge to take. She took it for her dad. My grandfather had already been to prison for these reasons. So not only did my mom go to jail, my grandmother went to jail. Not sure if he went to jail, but I do know that my Aunt Tracy, her husband, went to jail. He did he did a lot of years. So how the story goes, I guess he convinced my mom, his daughter, to take the charge for him because it was her first offense. She'd never been in trouble before. They're going to go easy on you. I can't speak for my mom and say why she decided to do that. She's not here to defend herself or give that reasoning why. I don't know. But she did. And I guess she felt like, okay, I already have this on me. I might as well just jump into it full-fledged. So yes, my mom was a street pharmacist. And yes, she had men who were wealthy that took care of her and her children. So when people keep saying things about Social Security is the one that's making the payments, she has no Social Security. I already explained in my previous videos that the reason my mom went to jail and how she got sent to prison is because she kept messing up with her probation. I don't come from a beautiful background. All my family, you either sell drugs, you do drugs, you prostitute, something. My auntie that's sitting over here calling me a stripper and this is that and other. I've never hit that from anybody. Everybody knows what Miracle does. It's never been a secret. She was also a stripper back in her prime. I see a lot of you saying, oh, maybe your family didn't tell you anything because you were young and they were trying to shield you and all this other. They never cared about shielding us from anything. I literally grew up watching my grandfather make drugs in the kitchen. Literally had a plate that we all knew not to touch. Literally running around my grandmother's house. This man is in the kitchen with the pot, glass jar. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? And my mom wasn't perfect. She wasn't perfect. She had us around a lot of things that we shouldn't have been around. Not even gonna hold you. So a lot of things I was exposed to as a child, a lot of things I seen as a child, heard as a child, that I had no business. I had no business. I'm gonna have to make another video because I do want to tap in a little bit more into what Angela had to say, and you know, let me do some explaining. Let me give my side of what I know.
I know I said at the end I'll give my opinion or thoughts, but y'all, that auntie should have never even said anything. Like, she should just let her, like, you know, go through her emotions and try to figure it out. The best thing to do is, like, just give her answers, not come back on social media and try to clear up stuff or knock her mother down or knock her down because she's doing this. Like, you have to realize, like, this was her mother. Like, she was young. Like, all she want is answers. Why can't y'all just give it to her? But y'all, I'm just gonna wait to the end. But yeah, I just had to say that. I just had to say that the mother was dealt with the hand that was given to her. Her daddy was already in the streets, so basically she seen all of this stuff. So of course she was going to basically learn how to fend for herself and probably do the same thing, because what she saw, you know, her father do, even she saw her grandfather doing stuff. So yeah, this is crazy.
Do y'all want to play devil's advocate? Let's run with the narrative that Angela's putting out there. Let's say my mom, LaChris, did attempt to take her own life. Let's not forget, though, she was close to getting released, and she had 2 daughters waiting for her to come home. She left them with a family that she didn't trust, didn't want us around, did her best to keep us away from them, even though she was helping them in every way possible that she could. Let's just run with this narrative for a second. I shared with you all that majority of my family does suffer from mental depression or some form of mental illness. If someone is incarcerated and they attempt to take their own life, or they do take their own life, will the jail be held responsible? Yes, depending on the circumstances. My family is money hungry. They're greedy. There is no way in this world that they would have not tried to capitalize off of this. Me and Amazing got passed around so much, but before they passed us around, they made sure that county check was getting to them. They wanted to make sure we had all the food stamps. They wanted to make sure we had every dollar we can get. When Angela said that she had put us in therapy, I never went to therapy. She put Amazing in therapy because Amazing was acting out. Probably because she missed her mom. Probably because she was getting touched on. Probably because of a lot of reasons, okay? But she wasn't mental. They wanted to put her on medication so that she can get a higher check. Amazing looks just like my mom. And Angela mistreated her every day in any way that she possibly could. Now, Angela admits that she's only went to see my mom once when the incident first took place. And she went with that one time and she's never looked back because she let a doctor tell her that my mom was just pretty much not going to make it. It's just crazy that she's been here for 21 years. So 2 years later, 5, 10, 15, 20, she's still here. You still don't want to go see your sister? She's trying to make it seem like it's too much for her mental. I'm not taking that from her. Yes, she is very much mental. But 85% of it is a goddamn play. She is fooling people, okay? She's fooling herself. She's an attention seeker, okay? So yes, she sits here and she has these fake episodes and she's so crazy and she needs all this medication that she's washing down with all this liquor. Ask anybody what her nickname is. It's Miss what? Mississippi. Because that girl always got something in her mouth, and it's not water. Again, she did not treat me and Amazing the same. She treated me well. She did not treat my sister the same. And I had to grow up really fast. And since me and Amazing don't have our mom, in a way, I had to start becoming a mom to Amazing. I had to start protecting her like a mom would, because nobody was there to protect her. I never wanted to live with my grandparents, but my grandparents adore Amazing. They treated her so well. They didn't treat me the same way. Not saying that they treated me bad, but the things that they did for Amazing and how far they went out their way for Amazing, I didn't get that same treatment from them. And they only did that because I feel like they know they messed up so bad with their daughter. They were kind of in a way trying to make up for it with Amazing. So as a child, I had to tell myself, I need to get me and my sister away from Angela. I remember she was trying to put her hands on Amazing, overly aggressive, trying to whoop her, and I stood up to her. And I stood in front of my sister, and I dared her to touch her. At this point in time, I had never raised my voice, I was an angel to Angela. We had no issues, no problems. She packed us up, we went to court, she removed herself as our guardian, and we started living with our grandparents. I was in the 7th grade when I started living with my grandparents. We lived in San Bernardino. I went to Arrowhead Middle School. On 8th Street, I believe, right by the middle school, right by the McDonald's, right by the Gus Burger, right there in them little nasty ran down apartments, roach infested. My grandparents had me, Amazing, my auntie Erica's son, and she was pregnant. They had us all sleeping on a futon in the living room. You can look to the left of you, the refrigerator was in the living room with. When I say roach infested, I don't mean one roach here, one roach there. When I say roaches in the refrigerator, roaches crawling on us in the bed, I did not want to be there. But I made that sacrifice because at least I know that my little sister was not going to be getting abused. Once I felt like Amazing was safe, I tried to get on. I tried to do something else. Tried to stay with my dad. That didn't work. He let me go live with my sister. That didn't work. I won't say I was a problematic child. It was just, I wasn't going to allow nobody to try to parent me or try to tell me what to do. I already had my own thing figured out, and I wasn't doing nothing wrong. It's just they wanted me to be a certain way, and I was already shaping my own self. You're not going to come here and try to correct me and do anything. Where have you been all this time? No, it's not going to happen. By the time I got to high school, I was already mostly living with my first baby dad's family. I was living there with his mom and him. She made me move in with his brother's baby mama, so I would not get pregnant. I ended up pregnant anyway. Before I was 20 years old, I already had 2 children. So this whole thing about why didn't I do anything when I first turned 18, I was in an abusive relationship, very abusive, to the point this man almost took me and my children's life. I was trying to get myself together. I'm not about to let y'all tear me down because of when or why all of a sudden I'm trying to get answers from my mom. Y'all either gonna help me or y'all not. My family wants me to really sit here and believe they did nothing. For whatever reason, y'all never investigated the letter, the bruising, the death certificate, all these things, all these red flags going around this situation, the phone call she was making, the letter she was sending. She's telling y'all these COs are messing with me. They're doing inappropriate things. They're making me take medication I'm not supposed to be on. I feel like I'm gonna die in here. She's telling y'all these things. And then this happens and y'all do nothing? Nothing. That's like, what? Make it make sense. It would never make sense. So yes, let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that she did attempt to take her own life. Y'all still did nothing. Y'all did not second guess. Y'all didn't question nobody. Y'all didn't try to uncover anything. So yes, it's on me now. I'm doing it. And y'all not about to stop me. And if y'all attempt to keep trying to come at me and slander me and talk about me as a mom and my children and whatever else and call my mama a prostitute and all these types of unnecessary weird ass things that y'all gotta say, this is what y'all gonna get, bro. I'm about to start exposing y'all people. So everything that y'all trying to keep on the low and don't want nobody to know, I'm about to start telling it all. So I advise y'all, leave me alone, bro. Like, leave me alone. Stop messing with me. Stop being fake. Stop being weird. Y'all block me. Stop playing in my face. Stop making it seem like y'all care about this lady. Y'all don't care about this lady. Y'all don't love her. Y'all don't miss her. Y'all don't respect her. John is not the only man that my mom had inside of her life that was taking care of us. She also had Washington. She also had Lewis. This is 3 men that was in our life helping take care of us. Feel how y'all want to feel about it. That's what my mama was doing. Y'all mad because she had 3 and y'all can't get one. Y'all can't get one. To pay a bill, can't do nothing for y'all kids. Can't buy a sneaker, can't buy a goddamn Happy Meal. Wasn't doing nothing. A lot of y'all might know me from my sister Shaka. That is not my blood sister. That is Washington's daughter. I call her my sister. We are related because that man took care of us. Okay? I respect any man that decides to be inside of a woman's life and want to go beyond just messing with her. My family extorted all 3 of these men. All 3 of them. The girls need this. Can you do this for the girls? No, you can't see them. You're being weird. No, you can't get them. These people was offering to give us a better life because they knew that y'all couldn't do it, and y'all refused so y'all can get some type of income. Y'all tried to capitalize off of our downfall. That's all we was a check to y'all, bro. That's it. Call me a liar, but if you're gonna call me one, at least come with the proof. Come with the facts, because that's what I'm coming with. I'm not done, bro. Like, I'm about to be reaching out to people, and the story is going to continue to come out, and y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, and I'm not making nothing up.
Yeah, like, this is really sad. My prayers go out to her sister, and her children. This is hard for them. This is really hard for them to have a mother that is still here but not always here, to love them, hold them, you know, tell them how much she's happy for having them, etc. Is very hard, especially on Mother's Day. It is hard for anybody that mother is not here anymore on Mother's Day, but to have your mother still in a hospital bed and not responding, can't receive gifts, and then you have to travel just to see her, is heartbreaking in itself. But at the end of the day, they are showing her tremendous support by getting this story out, by also trying to figure out what is happening or what have happened to her. In my opinion, I feel like the family, you know, this is tragic for them too, but at the same time, they didn't show as much care as her daughters is trying to like show. Because how y'all don't know where she at? How y'all don't know what hospital she at? Now, the people that are asking could be distant family, but how, if they not, how they don't know where she at? Why are they not helping these 2 young ladies try to figure out what happened in the prison? And I just feel like prisons are all corrupt anyway. I hope that these 2 young ladies are able to get justice, and I appreciate the people that are sharing this video, also that's going to help donate to the GoFundMe. Like, yeah, she needs a lawyer, but also I'm kind of like on the shaky side because it been 21 years. Will a lawyer be able to take this case? And if not, will that lawyer be able to give them answers on what happened? Like, can that lawyer go in and get the files? Because I do also feel like that the siblings, maybe, you know, her mother, now that her mother's not here or whatever, you know, maybe somebody did get some type of life insurance out on her, or either sued the prison. Like, something ain't adding up. I do also tremendously feel like the prison is covering her hospital stay, because my dad was on life support, and baby, in Jacksonville, that hospital was trying to hurry up and get my dad out off life support. Like, they was trying to get him off. So I do feel like the prison is covering it. Maybe that could have been in some type of agreement, some type of settlement, that somebody in her family came up with, you know, and just never told them to because they was children. Now the stepdaddy, or, you know, that was nice of him. He had a really big heart to want to continue to help with those two girls. Like, who, you know, that now the mother is like in a coma, or the mother is in a state where she can't take care of her children, and this is not even this man's kids, and he's still sending the family money. I do feel like that auntie was being greedy and kept trying to go back to him and get more money and everything. But at the same time, I feel like that man had a family. I feel like he had a family, and that's why he shut that door on them when the auntie and them just randomly brung those two young ladies to that door. That is devastating, something devastating to remember. Seeing a man that was willing to help, you know, was giving them the world when the mother was aware and awake and, you know, pretty much able to take care of them, like, slam the door in their face. I just want you to know that I guarantee you he did that not because of y'all, but because of the family members that was trying to extort, like, get money out of him. I'm pretty, you know, stuck with, he probably was hurt that was happening, but at the same time he had to separate, you know, himself from the situation. And also, like, girl, I understand, it's your mother. It's your mother. And people are saying, oh, like, you know, she's deceased and they just keep her here. It's wrong. But at the end of the day, we can't judge them. We can't. Like, a lot of us, when it comes to our parents, we don't fucking play. But at the same time, like, they just want some bit of hope, some bit of, like, you know, a miracle or something. Like, I feel them where they coming from. Like, this is hard. This could be hard for anybody, especially somebody's children. Somebody's children. Oh my God. I just pray for her sister, you know, her mother, this situation. I just pray for the family, you know, her kids. Like, I just give them hope that they get answers. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Don't forget to like, comment, hype me up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and join the family. If you are returning, I really appreciate you guys. Like, share, also hype me up like y'all been doing. Comment down below what y'all think about this story, and don't forget, in the description, every creator that I share their story, their information will be in the description. You guys, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.